Okay, let's do some endings that loop. There are other ways to end, but this is a really good one. I want you to use this one for this realistic narrative. So remember when we started the leads, the beginnings, the hooks for our realistic narratives? So that was how we got our reader's attention. We're going to kind of go back to that. So we are on week 3, day 2. You have solved the problem. Your character has changed. We are going to do the ending. We're going to finish writing the story through to the end. That's number 6. So here we go. So to start, I want you to return to your writing and I want you to read it. We're going to stop the video and take a few minutes to read your writing. Yeah, read your whole story, the whole thing. Read it out loud. Yes, mute yourself. Read your story out loud. Do that now, please. Stop the video. Do that now. Okay, you might have noticed some mistakes, some things that didn't quite sound right. I hope you fixed them. Maybe you noticed where you could add more detail, more dialogue. Did you put that in? I hope you did. Now, let's get to that ending, right? So one way to end the story is to go back to the setting. Go back to a character, go back to an emotion, go back to a plot moment from your lead, your beginning, your hook. So something that you talked about in the beginning, come back to it and then tell how your character changed. So, do other authors do that? Let's get some examples. So we're going to look back to the beginning. Let's check out The Sorcerer's Stone, J.K. Rowling, Harry Potter. In the beginning, Mr. and Mrs. Dursley of number 4 Privet Drive were proud to say that they were perfectly normal. Thank you very much. They were the last people you'd expect to be involved in anything strange or mysterious because they just didn't hold with such nonsense. So where are we? We are at the Dursleys' house. And nothing strange, perfectly normal. Well, how about the ending? I hope you have a good holiday, said Hermione, looking uncertainly after Uncle Vernon, shocked that anyone could be so unpleasant. Oh, I will, said Harry. And they were surprised at the grin that was spreading over his face. They don't know we're not allowed to use magic at home. I'm going to have a lot of fun with Dudley this summer. Yeah, so we start the story at the Dursleys, and everything's normal, and we end the story at the Dursleys. But now everything is not normal. Yeah, that's how you do it. They went back to the setting. They changed something. So it was normal at the beginning, not normal at the end. All right, let's take a look at another story. How about The Marble Champ? In The Marble Champ, we find out all of these things that Lupe is good at. And then she says, I'll never be good at sports. She fumed one rainy day as she lay on her bed, gazing at the shelf her father had made to hold her awards. I wish I could win something, anything, even marbles. Well, where are we at the end? The ending? Back home, in the privacy of her bedroom, she placed the trophies on her shelf and was happy. Hey, do you notice that? The beginning we're in her room, the end we're in her room. The beginning she wants to win something, at the end she did. All right. How about my story? Grandma's empty desk. Well, at the beginning, I'm going. You don't have to yell at me. I hate homework. Adam yelled as he stomped up the stairs, fists raised in the air, backpack bouncing on his shoulders. It's true, his dad didn't yell, didn't beg. So he's yelling at his dad at the beginning of the story. He's at home, yelling at his dad. And he's going up to his room. How about the ending? Quietly, with no key sounds, Dad entered Adam's room and sat on the bed. I miss her too, Adam. Dad patted the bed next to himself. Adam stood up, wiped his sleeve across his eyes, sat down in the bed next to his dad. They sat in silence for a few minutes, Adam hugging Yoda, Dad hugging Adam. Sorry, Dad, and thanks. So the story starts with him going up to his room and with his dad. He's thinking about his dad. The ending? He's in his room and he's talking to his dad. The beginning, he's mad. The end, he's sad. He's apologizing. So we have the same thing, right? In the beginning, he's at his house with his dad. At the ending, we're at his house with his dad, right? But it's changed. The mood has changed. He was really mad at the beginning. Now he's sad. He's apologizing. Things are better. The character changed. So now it's your turn. I want you to think about your story. How did you begin your story? Dialogue? Setting? An emotion? Serious problem? Action? A strong statement? A question? Well, go back to that at the ending. Go back to that conversation, that place where you started that setting. Talk about that feeling. Have the action come to an end. Repeat that strong statement and answer that question. Most of all, tell how your character changed. All right, so we are on week 3, day 2. The endings, the problem solved, the character changed. You're going to paste your lead. What part of the lead will you echo in the end? Will it be a setting, a character, an emotion, a plot moment? So something from the beginning, you're going to do the same at the end. So how did your character solve that problem, and how will your character change? Write your ending right there and then paste it in the box. That's box number 6 for week 2, day 2. Do that now. Are you done? Well, did you do all these things? You know how your ending will echo the beginning? You know how your character will solve the problem? You know how your character will change? You wrote it? You pasted it in the box for week 2, day 2? That's number 6. And your whole story is finished. Awesome. Those are endings that loop.